What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tony the Savant back again. All right, man. I wanted to get into this epic matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles this upcoming week 9 of the NFL. I've decided, there's so many sports topics going on, man. I gotta kind of pick and choose what I cover and what I have the time to cover. Because I pay attention to everything, honestly. I watch everything when I get the time. Essentially, if I ain't making videos, I'm watching sports, I'm watching a game or somebody cover a game. But as far as video editing and getting the time to sit down and make these videos and doing the research, to make sure that the videos are fruitful. I got to pick and choose what I'll cover. So I'm definitely going to get into this Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles game this week. May do a couple more videos covering this particular game, but I want to get into my initial thoughts of Dak Prescott going against the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, because as an adopted Texan and and coming down here in the deep Lone Star State, Texas, you learn real quick that the Cowboys are the hub, the center of Texas. Everybody loves the Cowboys out here, and so my relationship with Dak Prescott is one in which disappointment in some sense, but I know that Dak Prescott gets up for the big games. This dude, not so much the big games, the rivalry games, excuse me. This dude pretty much runs the NFC East. And I'm going to get into some of the numbers that he has, particularly against the Philadelphia Eagles. So in 11 games against the Eagles, Dak is 8-3. Very impressive. He has a passer rating of 98.9, passing yards of 2,757, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. And that's in 11 games of work against the Philadelphia Eagles. I am of the opinion that if Dak Prescott could play the Philadelphia Eagles 17 times during the season, he would be a Super Bowl champion. All right, his entire season consisted of going against the Philadelphia Eagles every Sunday, even including Super Bowl Sunday. So excuse me, we could go against the Philadelphia Eagles. 23, 22, 21 weeks. 21 times in the NFL season, he would be a Super Bowl champion. And that's just because when I was going to find these numbers initially, I was kind of my first thoughts was like, oh man, Dak probably stinks it up pretty good against the Eagles. And come to find out, it's the polarizing opposite. This guy essentially owns the Eagles. He owns the NFC East. I was comparing his numbers with Tony Romo's, who on paper I would have thought that Tony Romo was more dominant in the NFC East. But no, it's been Dak. So my prediction for this game is that Dak will continue the trend that he has had over the duration of his career. And that is to dominate the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Eagles are looking like a Super Bowl favorite thus far in the season. They've seemed to kind of found their identity, and they're going with the flow right now. But of course, behind the lead of Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Of course, Jason Kelsey, too, in the center. But it seems to me that, like I said, Dak Prescott has the number. I don't think anything's going to change. And right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are kind of showing cracks in their armor. They recently just dropped the game. I forget who against who. And also, Dak Prescott, he has another trend in his career where he gets into like this mid-season stride, man, and he does when he usually goes on, carries the Cowboys on a good little win streak or whatever boost they have to put themselves in playoff contention. Dak usually stinks it up in the beginning of the season and towards the end of the season. But now we're right in the smack middle of the NFL season. Dak usually catches his stride about now, and he's been looking good as they just dropped 43 points on the Rams last Sunday. I think he had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, if I'm not mistaken. So balling, very impressive outing. Although I wouldn't put too much weight on it because the Rams ain't been looking elite this season. They got some talent over there though. I do like Puka. I like Tutu. I got picked up Kyron Williams, but he's injured right now. So they definitely got some talent over there on the Rams roster. Sorry guys. AJ Brown and Devontae are threats as well. Excuse me. CeeDee Lamb played very big as well for the Cowboys this past Sunday. I think he had 2 touchdowns, 150 or 160 yards receiving. Forget his reception, 12 receptions, I believe. So he had a huge game last week as well as Dak. And like I said, I think the Cowboys are going to catch their stride right now and they had a hot start early this season, mainly because of their defense. Micah's been balling still. Gilmore and that kid, Deron Bland, in the secondary, they have been balling as well. So interesting to see what this defense is going to look like. Are they going to get back to their Super Bowl looking form, or will they lay another, dud like they did against the Cardinals? I don't know. We're about to see. We're about to see. And now, like I said, I think Dak is going to ball out. I think Dak is going to have a phenomenal game. The only thing about I'm kind of scared of is that Dak had such a great game last week that he might, drop a dud this week. That's usually kind of how things go with Dak. So if he has a very big game one week, then he don't look the same 2 weeks in a row almost. We'll see though. Like I say, he's always a little bit different. He might put up 3 touchdowns and an interception or 2 this game. Still do just enough to help the Cowboys secure the victory, but might not do as well as he did last week against the Rams. So. But again, like I'm expecting him to stay on trend, stay on trajectory. What his career has shown, like I say, 8-3 versus the Philadelphia Eagles is very impressive. For a divisional rival, somebody that essentially knows your playbook just as well as you know theirs. And Dak has been able to get the better of them more times than not. But I'm interested to see how this game goes. Like I said, I'm going to be looking into this game a little bit more. I'm going to do a Jalen Hurts video and also my prediction, score, all that kind of stuff. Because I told you I think Dak going to look good. But I did not say I think the Cowboys are going to win or lose. So we'll keep, I'm going to cook up another video for that. And that's all I got for that one, man. Y'all have a good to great day. Y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. Let me get back to work.